Hi everybody, it's Mark here from Club 365 Microjobs. I'm getting used to saying the 365 because we're actually building an online platform and that's another story, but I'm trying to use 365 and not 365. Anyway, today's video is a couple of points I just want to make. So first off, there's a bit of news, and the news is we've actually just done a release of Microjobs. It was mainly a regulatory release, but we've also introduced a few new features. So first off, Fraser and I off the team, we actually put this page live yesterday, and this is a complete and utter rework of the page we had because we had quite a bit of feedback and we were looking at analytics, etc., and realised that the previous page wasn't really doing the job of telling the entire world what Microjobs is all about. And so hopefully if you watch this video here, that's me giving you that nice bald head there, it's me giving you a good overview of it. That's Fraser there that's actually showing you how to create a request. And then we go into what exactly is Microjobs. So very briefly, we built Microjobs mainly because it's really hard in the industry to find somebody with really cool Microsoft skills. So for example, if you're in a Microsoft project, like I've been many times, you're going to hit a roadblock at some point where you just need a bit of help. You just need somebody to jump on a call and give you some advice. And it might be things like, I've got a particular Power App that I would like building, and I'm not really sure about Power Apps. I'm not really suitable. The customer's jumping up and down saying they want to be able to update a SharePoint list with a Power App, but I haven't got a clue whether it is. So we've got quite a few freelancers on there now that would be totally willing to actually help you out and give you some advice, even if it was only 30 minutes. And then the other one is, over the last few years, we've all seen there's been a massive change in the way Microsoft are doing things. So instead of, I remember back to, and I did a blog post yesterday, I remember back to the time in 2007 where I was on a SharePoint 2007 project, and I was able to upskill. I read loads of books, I read loads of blogs, and I learned SharePoint inside and out, and I was really good then. For 3 years I was a contractor, so I could go contracting, and those skills I learned back in 2007 would do me fine for the next 3 to 4 years. But the problem now is Microsoft have pushed everybody to Office 365, which is amazing for your customers because your customers want the new features and they don't want to wait 4 years, funnily enough. But it's not so good from us in IT perspective because we've got to support those customers asking for those features. And I think it's really important now Microsoft are releasing across their 30 products in Office 365. It's really important now for us as a community to actually keep up to date with what they're delivering. And so what we're doing is there's a load of freelancers on our site that actually stay up to date in their own little niche. So we've got Power Apps and Power Automate, especially SharePoint specialists. And if you do need help at that point, they can help you. And then obviously the other one is we did some analysis, and it actually takes about 43 days to hire a member of staff. And you might not just want to hire a member of staff, you might just want somebody for a couple of weeks. And so we've tried to make Microjobs as easy as the phrase I'm coining is the easy as buying a pair of socks from Amazon. So there's no kind of recruitment agent. Our team is here to help you. We'll actually help you if you request, if you buy a job. We're there to support you and help you. But you don't have to contact us to find a freelancer. We've got reviews on there. We've got previous ratings. There's a great conversational side to the site. So before you want to buy, do you want to talk to a particular freelancer, and we can see conversations going on all the time, you can actually do that. So have a look at this page if you're interested in. This is specifically actually for a project request, which is where somebody just wants something doing. So we've got two sides to Microjobs. We've got the side that's pre-baked jobs, the small tasks that will give you inspiration, and they're the things that the freelancers excel in. But if you don't find one of those is necessary or it's quite what you want, you can always create what we call a project request, and you come to this page and this will guide you through it. This guides you through the steps. And then obviously one big selling point for using Microjobs is if you're a freelancer and you're working with somebody you don't even know, a buyer, you've got this awful thing. Do they pay up front or do they pay on delivery? If you're the freelancer, you want them to pay up front. If you're the buyer, you only want to pay when you've got the goods. So what we've done, we've got an Escrow-like solution which is actually built with Stripe Connect. And Stripe Connect, I'm sure most of you have heard about Stripe, it's a massive financial organisation. So when we take payment, it doesn't go anywhere near our servers effectively. It goes straight into Stripe, into your own Stripe account, and all we do is send instructions to Stripe. When the buyer has bought the microjob, they will actually sign it off, and then we'll deliver the money back to the freelancer. And there's obviously dispute management in there in case it goes wrong, but it won't. in case it goes wrong, we're there to support you on that as well, and we could do things like full refunds or partial refunds. So that's one of the things, if I was a freelancer using this site, that I'd feel very confident about, because you want to get paid, don't you? So yeah, there's some more information, so like I say, take a look. But the main reason for today's video is we've had a new request, and I think it's because of the shiny new page. So here's some old requests, but this one here is from Robert K. Now Robert K wants some Power BI training and consulting in New York. Now he hasn't mentioned whether he wants somebody on site or remote. Obviously we say in our marketing and documentation that it's remote work. So if you want to have a go at that, I'm pretty sure Robert could be persuaded into allowing somebody to do remote. But actually, if you're a local New York freelancer, then obviously jump in and put a request. It's dead easy to actually create the request. All you need to do is create yourself a freelancer account. And once you've got the freelancer account, you can then talk to Robert and you can ask him more questions. And then you can put a bid in. And you put a bid in for your amount, and then Robert will see those, they're coming in, and he'll look at them and he'll actually hire the best bid and the most appropriate freelancer for what he needs doing. So just quickly what he wants a trainer and a consultant in New York City. So first project, 30 hours creating Power BI dashboards and reports, and all the data looks like it's in SQL Azure, and then also training for a few of the new users. And obviously it needs to be done over the next few weeks. So if you're into Power BI and you've got some training skills and you feel confident doing that, definitely get in touch with Robert. I'll put the link below. And like I say, all you need to do is create yourself a freelancer account and start having a chat with Robert, and when you're happy, put your bid in. But that's it from me. I'm going to try to do these because we're going to get more requests in now, because I'm going to start to buy some Facebook advertising. I'm going to start to drive people into creating requests, because I'm really pleased with the way that page has turned out. So I'll try to do more of these to keep you aware they're coming in. Just a quick note on support. We can only support the countries that Stripe supports, and that's currently 21 countries, which I think is most of North America, Australasia, so you've got New Zealand, Australia, and then loads of countries in Europe. And then I think it supports Singapore, but I'm not quite sure about that. So have a look. We've got a link when you actually sign up to the 21 countries that we support, so have a look on there. And if you do, welcome on board, and you've got any questions, just always ask me. And anyway, hope you have a lovely Wednesday afternoon. Over and out from me. Bye.